When doing our arcs that is sharing a center point with a circle, it's called concentric. We always want to think about, we go down with our guidelines first. So I'm going to go with a guideline. This thing is like, and we want to identify where our center point is going to be. So I'm going to go with a radius of 2. So I'm going to go in with my square first. Okay, diagonal, because we found our midpoints already. Then of course I'm going to get my guides. So this is my radius. I'm going to mark it off on my diagonals for the construction of my circle. Okay, and then I'm going to construct my arcs. And now I'm defining my circle with my object line. So it's a darker line than my construction line. Now, if I have a larger arc that's happening on the outside, it's sharing the same center point. So if I extend my guide and I decide that my arc that's happening on the outside might be 3 units wider, so instead of 2 units in radius, it's now 5 units in radius. So if this is my tangent here, so we have T1, we have T2. So those are my 2 tangents. And now I've identified another tangent here, T1. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. This will be another tangent, so T2. Construct my square for my arc. Extend my guide. And I can go back in again. Remember, this is the center point. And I'm going to mark off my guide for my larger arc. The arc will only look smaller if the center point is in a different position from the one before. But if it is sharing a center point, then our arc should be parallel to the smaller arc. It's just going to be a larger one. So I'm going to connect my points. And I'll go in with my object line. Okay, so now my larger arc is parallel to my smaller arc, and it's also sharing the same center point, even though the radius is much larger than the smaller one. I hope this was helpful.